basically,
what's happening in Bahrain?
Basically, I'm not into politics. I don't want to get into politics. My blood is probably halal in all these countries now because I've talked politics before. But I would like to say that I don't want to talk politics no more because I'm a peaceful guy. I don't want to be, because I know like if I go to Saudi, they'll kill me straight away. You know, they'll chop me up and that. Because there's a lot of innocent people in Saudi prisons right now getting tortured, like, especially Yemeni people. If you see the torture they're getting, it's crazy. Now, we're going to talk about what happened yesterday. Basically, there was a protest outside the Bahraini embassy on Friday, yeah? So, basically, this guy whose name's Musa, yeah? His parents are in jail getting tortured, right? So he's going to protest outside the Bahraini embassy because Bahraini embassy got a very, but the Bahraini country has got a bad torture statistics. They torture people and stuff in prisons, yeah, and they rape them and stuff like that. So then they were just protesting, and a guy from the embassy, he's kind of wham and that, like wham, he's like that. He's a security guy, obviously he's probably professional sign. He jumps out of the embassy now, pulls this guy Musa, I know him, the guy, brings him into the embassy, locked the door. They broke his hand, they broke his leg. They was about to kill him, bro. But then the MI5 and the SAS, they stormed through the embassy and got him out. You know what I'm saying? The guy's got a broken hand, fractured leg, and all that. When it happened? This happened on Friday, innit? حسين هو كان بارحة لو يوم السبت؟ بارحة؟ يوم الجمعة مو السبت. Hey. Yeah. Morning, right. Yo! Look who it is. Okay. So basically, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say is this. These people don't care about human. If it wasn't for the police, we would have had another Jamal Khashoggi.
So what's their argument? If you ask the Bahraini government, what's the official line?
Bro, basically what it is, yeah, it's politics, innit? It's politics. You don't. It's like, let me give you an example. No matter what his argument is, what they done was crazy, bro. Like, someone's protesting for his parents outside the embassy, you pull in it, because you know once they're in the embassy, they can do what they want. Just like the Saudis, when they put the Turkish guy, the Saudi guy in the embassy, they dissolved him in acid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why if you have an appointment with the embassy, ask for, there's an alarm. Because imagine you go in the embassy, they could do what they want to you. So always carry an alarm with you, have the police ready, do you understand? These countries like Bahrain, Saudi, terrorist countries, you know what I'm saying? So
when you're in that embassy, you're on their soil, technically. Right?
Yeah, you're on their soil.
I've been inside the Iranian embassy, and women were asked to cover their hair, because technically you're in Iran and that's the law. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So basically, these guys do not care about humanitarian. Like, they don't care if you're a human, bro. They'll treat you, no matter where you are in the world. Yo, look who it is. No matter, we're talking about the Bahraini embassy yesterday. Do you know what happened? Did you hear? What happened? With the Bahraini embassy when they put him in the thing. You heard about it? Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that it's evil. What they're doing is evil. Like, so these countries, imagine they could do that here in London, on the main road, like Knightsbridge, the most precious area. Imagine what they're doing in their jails back home. Just imagine the torture of the people that are going through the Bahraini jails right now. Imagine the torture they're going through, where there's no human rights, there's no access to the world, there's no SAS, there's no MI5 to help you, there's no one.
Is this the same across all Arab countries?
This is happening mostly in Saudi, the UAE, Emirates, Dubai and that, and the Bahrain.
Does it happen in
They've
Syria?
got the worst humanitarian rights. Syria is a chaos, bro. ISIS, can I say something? 70% of the Bahraini government and thing have got the ISIS mentality, like the Saudi government. I'm not getting into politics, but what I'm trying to say is that this ISIS mentality is fucking up the world, bro. Like, the reason why they beefed with ISIS was not because they disagree with them. They agree with everything ISIS does. The only thing they disagreed with ISIS about was ISIS said, we don't want to pledge allegiance to your king and all that stuff. So they disagreed on that. That's why they're beefing them. But other than that, they agree with them on everything. That's why they take things from Bukhari. The book Bukhari, who is a man from Uzbekistan, I've said this before, a lot of what he narrates causes people to become like ISIS. So, and obviously this is lies, isn't it? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is totally free from these ISIS people, these dogs. Do you understand? Because these people are trying to destroy Islam from within.
Is there an Arab Spring in Bahrain? Are there people rising up to
Bro,
change
to
the
be honest with
government?
me, I don't know about politics, but all I know about human rights abuses are disgusting. The people of Yemen that are in Saudi jails, if you see the torture they're getting, wallahi billahi tillahi, no one in this world today will be facing the torture of the Yemeni people in Saudi jails. But who's going to talk out? The hadith from the Prophet Muhammad said, if a Muslim sees another Muslim being oppressed and he does not talk out, in the day of judgment, Allah will put fire and snakes in him. Just for not speaking out. Our brothers in Yemen, in the Saudi prisons, in the Bahraini prisons, in the Emirati, UAE prisons, all getting tortured, all getting raped, because you know, they get the worst torture ever, and we're here sitting freedom. What can we do, bro? Hasbi Allah wa ni'mal wakil, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. You know what? At the end of the day, I'm the only person in this park that has raised the Yemen issue, which is very, very shameful on all the Muslims here. I want to know if one person raised the Yemen issue. UNICEF is talking about it. Christian people are talking about it. Even
Why do you raise it?
I raise it because it's a humanitarian crisis that hasn't been happened in 100 years. It's the biggest humanitarian crisis. It's innocent people. Saudi are getting away with it because they're spending money on the media. If you don't talk about it, they give you like $10 million.
Do you think religion makes people biased towards Saudi Arabia, and does it make you biased against them?
Bro, let me tell you something.
I have to ask the difficult questions, by the way.
I love the Saudi people. Look, you know me, I love the Arab, because I'm Arab myself, yeah? I love Arabs. I love the Emirates. I love the Saudi. We're all, you know what I'm saying? We're one family. I love them. I see them here. We have a good time. We chill. I'm just against injustice, bro, of the politics and the, you know what I'm saying?
Because from what I can see,
Yeah.
Iran is backing the Houthi rebels because
Okay.
Iran is
Can
a
I
power.
actually-
Wait, let me just say a little
Yeah.
bit. Iran is a powerhouse in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia is another powerhouse.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia can't bear to have a strong neighbour like Yemen, and Iran are being opportunistic in backing the Houthis to destabilise
Let me
as a
explain.
proxy war
First
against Saudi.
First of all, I'm not getting into politics at all. Let me just talk about it from a humanitarian perspective, because politics is crazy.
But
you
people
understand?
might say you've chosen
Okay.
this humanitarian issue
people,
for a political
those
reason.
people that are talking about me, all of them are ISIS supporters. Every person in the comment section, wallahi billahi tillahi, whether it's a man or a woman, who talk bad about Modine, they love ISIS, wallahi. Yeah, because these people, they have hatred for humanitarian. They have hatred for freedom. They have hatred to express yourself. The Yemeni people are Sunni. Show me one person who's Shia in Yemen, you can't.
Well, many of them are Zaidi,
But
which is a form of
no,
Shia.
Zaidi, they believe in Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman. How can they be Shia?
Are they not a sect of Shia?
Even the Sunnis, the hardcore Sunnis,
not 12, are
the
they?
hardcore Sunnis say the Zaydis are not Shia. Even the hardcore, the most fanatic. But these scums in the comment sections, these ISIS bastards, son of bitches, they love to use the word Shia. Why? Because so when they say Shia, they can get everyone against you. They're trying to play the Shia Sunni. So the Yemeni people are Sunni, 100%. Yeah? Hey, uncle, salam alaikum. Abu Muhammad, did you text shit? Come say something. Come. Yeah? The Yemeni people are 100% Sunni. Even the brothers in the park, ask the brothers in the park, they're hardcore Sunnis. They said the Yemeni people, even the Zaydis, are 100% Sunni. Ta'al. No,
Ask me now.
brother, they're saying that the Yemeni people are Shia.
No, they are Zaidi.
Sunni.
Yeah,
They believe in the Khalifa of the four. Do you understand? They're Sunni more than anything, bro. So all of you people that's using this word, so how can you do this to your own Sunni brothers?
So what is Iran's
I'm the back.
role?
I will back Christian. I will back Jewish if they're oppressed. I will back Hindu. I will back Sikh. I will back Sunni, Shi'i, Christian. I don't give a fuck what you call yourself. If you're being oppressed, I'm backing you.
It's not a matter of to say to them, why did you do that to your Sunni brother? We
Yeah.
are all brothers.
We're all humans.
Yeah, we are
Why the
humans.
fuck are you killing innocent people?
Should we go back to-
Shia. Fucking
back-
ISIS cunts.
Can we go
man.
back to-
All of you comment section bastards that's cussing me, all of you are ISIS cunts, and ask your parents what they believe in as well. They're probably the same as you. You hate Modine. I'm the most loved person. All of John Cena fans love me. All of WWE loves me. The whole world loves me. KSI fans love me. I was on Drama Alert. Even what's his name? The guy that fighted KSI. What's his name? Logan Paul. He liked my video. I'm famous around the world, and you lot are hating Modine because you're ISIS. Oh, sorry. Where you going, uncle? You come back. The only people that hate good people are ISIS cunts. ISIS hate humanity. ISIS hate anyone that's breathing. You know what they did once? They were doing jihadi sex with each other. Yeah. One Russian guy, one ISIS. Listen to this true story. Wallahi. There's a Russian guy. He's an ISIS commander. You know the Chechens? He was a big guy that time. One of these fucking idiots, he went and had jihadi sex with the guy's slave. Like basically, he called her a slave. The Russian guy found out that guy had sex with his jihadi bride and he cut his head off. And the other guy was a commander. They're nuts, bro. These are savage, barbaric people, hijack the name of Islam with a fucking mental agenda. And people, yeah, do you understand? I'm Modin, I speak for all people, oppressed people around the world. If I see Iran, yeah, which is meant to be a Shia country, which is not a Shia country, if I see them oppressing, I will do right now, I will say, you know what I'm saying? My brethren is from Ahwaz over there. He tells me there's oppression there as well. I will talk about against Iran. I don't give a fuck if it's Iran, Saudi, we're humans, do you understand? I don't give a fuck about Iran. If they are oppressing, I'll be the first one to fucking say Iran doing this. But the whole world is seeing the Emirates and the Saudi killing millions of children in Yemen, torturing people in cells. There's no water, 100 million people can die of starvation, 10 million people. And then everyone's like...
Yeah, with the highest budget. Remember, they have the highest military expense.
Who? Saudi? Saudi got the highest budget, the highest military.
50 times more than Iran.
50 times more than Iran and the military. The Yemen people don't want Saudi to...
How much have they spent? Just look at statistics.
Look at how much the Saudi have spent on this war in Yemen. They have killed the country of Yemen, their neighbors. Imagine, wallahi, I read the hadith today. It said this person who sees oppression and he does not talk out against oppression, he will be in hell with the oppressor. How many people defending Yemen? I'm defending these people because they're human, not because they're Zaidi or Sunni or Christian. A human, bruv. You lot don't have humanity. Back in your countries, you will chop people's heads off. Look what they did in the Bahraini embassy. They got the guy from the street, they broke his arm. If it wasn't for the MI5 and the SAS to get involved and save him. From the London streets, they'll kill you and chop you up. Wallahi, billahi tillahi, if there was no police here, you know where Modin's head will be? Right here. It will be hanged here. They will take it and say, we got Modin's head, he's a Rafidi. Rafidi means a rejecter of the four caliphs, for example. They'll use that excuse. Why do you reject the four caliphs? Even in their Islam, it's not a pillar of their religion to believe in the four caliphs. But if you reject them, they'll say you're a kafir. But it's not in their usul al-din, the fundamentals of their religion. So they contradict themselves. They don't even understand their religion properly. Savage, barbaric people. You know what? Let me give you an example. Have you seen that film? When they come running, the zombies. What's it called? Zombie film. The Walking Dead. Exactly like The Walking Dead. These people are like The Walking Dead, bro. Rafidi, kill him. Shia. What the fuck are you, bro? These ISIS and these scums, Walking Dead, I don't know how the fuck they got to this country, bro. I don't know who the fuck let them in. They're crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. What is your mentality, bro? Eat him, chop his head. They run. I will leg it, blood. I'll take an AK, I'll start. You get me? Wallahi, I will be like that, bro. On the front line, bro. I've seen the movies. These guys are savage, bro. Your blood is halal. Kafir, kafir. Bro, this is serious, bro. It's not a joke. Sorry?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about ISIS and all their fucking shit followers. It seems like, if you agree with me, let me know.
Are you saying they're Muslim, ISIS?
Of course they say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
The munafiqeen say...
Munafiqeen, hypocrites, traitors. But I'm not gonna lie. How much did Saudi fund ISIS? Billions in the beginning. But when they said, oh, we don't want your leadership, then they turned against each other.
Do you think that ISIS will turn into a Frankenstein's monster that attacks the people that created them?
Sorry?
Will ISIS now attack the people that funded them and created them and help
Bruv,
them?
all I'm trying to say, this savagery, this barbarism,
You're associating to Islam now.
No.
He's a Muslim.
I'm saying Islam is free from them.
I asked you, you're saying
The-
they said La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, that means they're Muslim, khalas.
No, they're munafiqeen. They're
Well,
munafiqeen.
forget munafiqeen. Is that the criteria of being a Muslim, saying La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah and then you're Muslim?
Okay, so when Abu Sufyan, 1 second, when Hind ate the liver of Hamza, she ate it like a chocolate bar and she chopped up his fingers. She heard the Prophet for 30 years. When she said La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, you guys say, oh, she's the best woman in the world. But the Prophet Muhammad's parents, who are Muslim, you lot say they're kafir and they're in hell. What is your non-truth?
Why are me and say you guys?
Okay, so-
Do you know me?
No, I
You
don't.
guys, did I say this? Did I utter this?
No, okay.
That's how you talk-
Okay, no, okay. Sorry.
He keeps talking about Muslims in general.
What? Okay, you say ISIS.
Well, he's not you. Who's
Okay,
you?
sorry, brother. ISIS. Let me just talk. ISIS say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. That makes them Muslim because anyone who says the Shahada, they're Muslim, right? Hind, if you want to use that, she said like.
I'm not using it.
Okay, it's possible to be a very bad Muslim, right?
I'm just saying.
There are good Muslims and bad Muslims, presumably. Just as there are good people and bad people.
If you hear La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah and someone goes blowing himself up.
Bruv, you know what the Khawarij did?
I know, but
But he considers.
Brother, do you know what the Khawarij did? Let me say one thing. The Khawarij, have you heard of the Khawarij?
What he means by saying La ilaha
All right, brother, you know the Khawarij. Have you heard of the Khawarij? There was a battle between the Khawarij, Battle of Siffin, between the Khawarij and Imam Ali. The Khawarij, they caught a man with his wife, and his wife was pregnant. They told the man, who do you have wala to? Who do you have allegiance to? He said, I have allegiance to Imam Ali. They said, okay. The Khawarij, they said, you love Imam Ali, yeah? Look what we're going to do to you for loving Imam Ali. They took his wife, they chopped her stomach up, they took out the baby who was in her stomach, and they chopped his head off. Wallahi, billahi tallah. This is the Khawarij, this is ISIS, this is the people today we're dealing with.
Khawarij mean? Explain to me.
The ones that fought against Imam Ali.
Why do you call them Khawarij? Didn't they leave something?
No. There was 3 battles.
You said Khawarij.
Ya akhi, I'm going to tell you what's Khawarij. Let me tell you. There was 3 battles. There was the battle with Muawiyah, there was the battle with the Khawarij, and there's the battle with Aisha, the Jamal, against Imam Ali.
The meaning of Khawarij.
exiters, people that exit
Exit from what?
from the religion, I guess.
Okay.
Khuruj is to leave, right?
They left the millah, they
No,
left
but
Islam.
brother, some of them,
Khawarij.
bruv, some
They're
of
not
them,
Muslim,
do
they're
you know
not
some,
Khawarij.
but some of them, do you know, brother,
And
some,
they did this to who? Ali's daughter? Or
no, one of the Sahabi.
Yeah.
Sahabi, yes,
Yeah.
they did
But
that.
brother, can I say something? Can I
He
say?
makes a good point.
Please explain.
All right, brother.
Why don't you ask them to drop all the labels and see that it's humans doing it to humans?
Yeah, but can I say one
That's a
thing?
good point. Yeah,
Yeah, that is humans doing it to
We're labeling a lot.
Can I say one thing? Yeah. Can I just say one thing?
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Labels are pointless. He's giving a bad reputation to the general public.
No.
This, that.
Brother.
Don't associate ISIS with Islam. They're
Okay,
not
brother. Can I
far
say
away.
something? Can I say
But
something?
they do regard themselves as Muslim. We have to admit that.
Who regards themselves?
ISIS.
ISIS. Brother, let me tell you something. For all I know, ISIS could be anyone. I've seen tattoos of ex-American military and Israeli military wearing having the ISIS flag. Listen, I believe it's corruption. I believe ISIS are not even Muslims. This is all, I don't even want to swear, but it's all nonsense. Yeah, and we all know this. But people usually come back with ISIS, talk ISIS, when we know, wallahi, ISIS was started by the Mossad, was started by the CIA. They started this as a little war to go on for their political gains. That's the truth. You know it's true.
Do you feel better
You know it's
watching
true.
These
You know it's
people you've
true.
mentioned have supported these entities, but vast swathes of Iraq and Syria have been taken over by extremist people.
So, can I ask you a question?
calling
Can I ask you a
themselves-
question?
Ask me anything.
ISIS go and terrorize Syria, Iraq, everywhere. Why don't they come here to terrorize people here, or in Europe,
Well,
or
there have been
why
attacks.
are they going to kill their own people if they are really Muslims?
There have been terrorist attacks in all these countries that you
You're
mentioned.
talking nonsense, my friend.
There have been.
Absolute nonsense.
Keep going.
The ISIS are attacking the Muslims. The Muslim children are getting bombed daily. And you're telling me they're Muslims? I believe that they're Israelis. I believe they're American CIA. I believe they're doing this for political gain, starting unnecessary wars. Everyone with knowledge and common sense will know this. And there's even proof about it. But no one talks about it.
You've
That's
got
the truth.
a little
صح ولا
knowledge.
لا؟
A little knowledge is
خلوهم يلعبون
dangerous.
مع أسامينا ويلعبون مع إسلام.
A
Brother,
little
you
knowledge is
cannot
dangerous.
mess around with the name of Islam and the Muslims. All of these people are Muslims. Who's ISIS here? All of these Muslims here. Who's killing who here? Huh? That's nonsense. You're talking nonsense. That's the
Sir,
truth.
what I'll say to you, if you let me,
Brother, there's
let me
one guy
respond.
called Suleiman. He's supposed to. I just wanted to say. You know Suleiman? I'm just saying. Yeah, one guy, only one guy.
If my family are from Ireland, right? And a lot of what the Irish Republican Army did was a disgrace to Irish people, and we would be ashamed to call them Irish. And there was collusion. There were British operatives in the IRA who did certain things, who turned people in. There was always collusion. I'm not saying there won't be Israeli forces within ISIS. They allowed them to train in the Golan Heights. They patched them up and gave them medical equipment. I'm sure they gave them
Are you
weapons
telling me
as
there
well.
was no political influence with the IRA?
I'm saying there is.
There you go.
But
so
I'm
with
saying
ISIS,
I'd
is
be
there
very
political
naive
influence?
to say no one in Ireland was in the IRA.
No.
They are not Irish.
No,
one would believe it. Now,
ISIS is ISIS, right? But are they Muslim? That's the question.
I'm saying
Are they Muslim?
there are many people within ISIS who regard themselves as Muslim. I don't see them as a
How do you know? Have you met them?
I've met people who support them. Yes.
No,
I
have you met the
Now,
ISIS
look,
fighters?
There's a broad spectrum of extremism in
Right.
the Middle East.
Right.
There is Jaish al-Fatah.
Right.
There is Jabhat al-Nusra. There is the Free Syria Army. There is a broad spectrum of opinion. And at the extreme end, you have ISIS.
Right.
And ISIS is the buzzword
Right.
that everyone's latching onto. ISIS, ISIS,
I'll
ISIS.
give you one
There
question.
are many extremist Islamic factions
One
in
question.
the Middle East.
Have you
that
ever
have-
sat down with them personally, not with their supporters, not with their fans? Have you sat down with them and found out their agenda? Who's paying them? Who's funding them? Why are they doing it? Have you done that?
No, wait.
No, as we've mentioned.
Okay, I'll tell you straight. I don't have to do it.
You said extremism.
We know what's
Just
going on.
come
Wait,
to one
hold
side,
on.
bro, if you don't mind. 'cause
You said extremism, yeah?
Yeah.
Now you said Jaish al-Fatah are extremists.
For example.
Yeah. You said Jaish al-Fatah are extremists, yeah? And we all know that Jaish al-Fatah is an umbrella of rebels.
Okay.
Yeah? Part of them are Jaish al-Islam is part of them. Ahrar al-Sham used to be part of them. The Free Syrian
We're
Army
going
used to be
through
part of them.
the
Yeah?
alphabet soup now.
So now you put in the whole Jaish al-Fatah and say that they're extremists.
like them,
Well,
don't you?
no, I don't like them. I'm
like,
not
come on.
saying I like them.
I'm sensing that you like them.
I know he
No,
doesn't.
I don't
defend
like
them.
No, I'm not
That
defending
particular
anyone.
one.
Listen.
Brother, why didn't anyone talk about the Saudis bombing
Let me
Yemen?
speak.
I just
We'll
want to
get
ask you
there,
Somali.
we'll get there,
I just
we'll
want
get
to
there.
No,
We'll
because
get
they're
there.
friends. They're
We'll
friends.
get there. We get
Well,
there.
that's
We
what-
get there.
Let me speak.
Let me speak.
شغالين
yeah?
معهم اصلا.
Yeah, we're all friends.
So now,
خلي على كده.
you said Jaish al-Fatah, yeah?
Where you going?
So now the
Where
Free Syrian Army is
Yeah.
part of Jaish al-Fatah. Do you agree with that? They
Yes.
are part of Jaish al-Fatah, yeah? Like Harakat Nuruddin Sidki, they used to be
Yeah.
part of Jaish al-Fatah. So now you're saying even the Free Syrian Army are extremists.
I'm saying
Is that-
there
is
are-
that
there
correct?
are extremist elements in the Free Syrian
Is that-
Army.
I agree.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah.
extremist elements.
Yeah.
But now you're telling me the Free Syrian Army are extremists. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, did I mention them? Or what
Yeah,
did I
you
say?
did mention them. You
Yeah,
said Jaish
I
al-Fatah.
think a lot of them are.
You said Jaish
I think a
al-Fatah.
lot of them are.
Or like who? There are
The
more
people
than 20
that
groups.
ate somebody's liver
No.
on a video.
Listen, there are more than
That was
20
quite an
groups.
extreme- yeah, exactly.
There are more than 20
Yeah,
groups.
you're saying the same thing that I said, it's
Listen,
a broad spectrum.
there is Jaish al-Nasr.
Yeah.
There is Jaish al-Izza.
Yeah.
No, normally they operate in Hama.
Gotta catch
so,
them
so,
all.
so listen. So what I'm saying is, yeah. So tell me who are the extremists that you're saying? Forget about ISIS. Forget about all the
You'll know
extremist
them
elements.
by their fruits, the ones that execute people on a video
I
and
don't
eat
agree
their
with that.
liver out.
Yeah, I
we
don't
can
agree
tell
with
they're
that.
extreme.
I don't-
Yes, they're extreme
I
too.
don't agree. I don't agree with
Yes.
that.
They have agendas, just like
Okay, let me speak.
killing babies and bombing babies.
Mind the
and
camera,
everything.
by the way,
let me speak.
I'm with you all the way on
Yes.
that. And the extremists that I am, just a little bit out of the way, sorry, Billy, that I'm most critical of are the extremists that pitch up every time there is a war or a jihad against one of America's enemies. Because they were in the Soviet Union and they were in Afghanistan. When you had a Soviet sympathetic leader in Afghanistan, they showed up for a jihad. In Yugoslavia, they showed up for a jihad. Yugoslavia was another ally of the West. Bashar al-Assad, an ally of Russia and Iran. There's a jihad on to get him. No one is on their way for a jihad in China, where the Muslims are in concentration camps, apparently. No one's on the way to the Central African Republic, where Muslims are being massacred. No one's on the way to Burma, where Muslims are being massacred. And in Bahrain, where there's a Arab Spring, Saudi Arabia are funding the army. They're funding the army and the regime in Bahrain, but they're funding the rebels in Syria.
If you believe this is jihad and it's for religion, and you're far away from the truth.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah,
that it's a
nothing-
bogus jihad.
Okay,
And
no,
we're
but
actually
yeah,
we're on the
okay,
same
that's
page.
it.
It's all
Okay,
political
that's it.
agendas. We all know.
Yeah,
that.
yes,
Everything's
and
political.
I hope you
You
can see
bring
now
up
that
China, you bring up
we're on a similar
We're on a similar
page
track.
here.
We're on a similar
And
track.
I just worried about what you said to
got to
dismiss
use
it
the tools
completely
at hand.
and say
no,
they're
no,
all
no,
Israelis.
When
I saw
no, no,
tattoos
no, no,
so
no,
that they
no.
can't be Muslims.
When I didn't
Yeah,
say
that's all
dismiss
right.
it. What I'm saying
Okay.
is because one small fraction, one small tiny fraction of mad, maybe some of them are Muslims, maybe some are not. You can't go and paint a whole portrait
Of
over the whole
course,
Islam.
of course.
That's my point.
Of course,
You understand?
exactly.
I'm not saying dismiss them. No, you can't we're human beings. Listen, by nature we fight for good. By nature we stand for good. Right or wrong? It's nature.
Whoever created them, that is their objective. Their objective is to give you
But not all of us, my brother.
a messed up version of Islam.
fraction,
full
a
stop.
small
That's their
fraction.
objective.
Yes,
Whether
of
it's
course,
right or not,
I've no
that is
doubt.
the final objective.
Yeah.
But then we
But you can be a useful idiot, you know, and I can pit people against each other. And the fact that Muslims are killing Muslims, or so-called Muslims are killing Muslims, is
Do
the
you know
biggest
that? Do you know
heartbreak
that?
in the Middle East.
Listen. Do you know that ISIS kills more Muslims than non-Muslims?
Of course it does. Yes, I
Do you
do.
agree with
Yes,
that?
I do. Yes.
So how can you say that ISIS represents Islam? Because as a Muslim,
How can I say what?
how can you say that ISIS represents all the Muslims? Because
No, I didn't say that.
Let me speak. As a Muslims, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that extremism destroys people. Yeah. So our religion is against extremism. We have to be in the middle path. Yeah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, قد جعل الله Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said you have to be in the wasat. Wasat means that you have to be in the middle. Yeah. You can't go both extremes. So now you're telling me that ISIS, who are, as a Muslims, we know that they are Khawarij, yeah, the dogs of the hellfire, and they cannot represent the Muslims, yeah. So you telling me now, even the Free Syrian Army, who are fighting against Bashar al-Assad, who killed 500,000 people of his own, yeah, and now you telling me they are extremists.
Some of them are.
I agree. I'm not saying they are all extremists, yeah. Like you said, some of them are.
And Bashar al-Assad even let extremists out of jail everywhere. So he could say, the extremists are getting me.
Even in Christians, there are extremists. Yeah. There are extremists everywhere. Yeah? So all I'm saying to you is, yeah, next time, please, don't say all Muslims are extremists.
I never said that.
Don't say
but I didn't
ISIS
say it.
represents Islam.
Sorry, did anyone hear me say that?
There are Muslims here.
Yeah.
Nobody likes
ISIS. And I didn't
ISIS.
say that. I didn't say that.
They will kill
I
me.
know. Yes.
The supporters are there.
So in my mind, we have a mind reader here.
I know, brother. I know.
I'm thinking of a card.
He's the
No,
mind reader.
you're not reading my mind. Sir.
Because your mind,
Yes.
because you white people in your mind, we are terrorists.
You, in your mind, you white people. I just told you that I'm from Ireland. I grew up with a history of terrorism.
You came in my country without passport, without the passport.
Which country are you from?
It doesn't matter.
Well, it matters where I'm from.
India.
Because,
Mate, I'll see you in a bit, yeah? I'll see you in a bit, man.
nice to meet you. What's your name?
Salim.
Julian. Thank
Julian,
you.
nice
sir.
to meet you, sir.
Thank you very
Nice to
much.
meet
Thank
you.
you.
Give
Good
me
chat.
one day time, I'll talk with you.
Come, please.
No,
You're
I'll talk
welcome.
with you.
You talk with me.
Oh, yeah, of course I'll talk with you.
I'm inviting you to
I'll
speak to
talk
me.
with you.
Check out there.
Yeah, please. Well, I'm Julian. Nice to meet you.
Okay, I'll talk with you.
You don't shake my hand?
Let me talk with you, man.
Yeah.
Let me talk with you,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, go on.
Whatever you've done to us,
When you say you, who do you mean?
no, listen
You're
to
saying
me.
you
No,
and us,
you.
and you don't tell me where you're from.
I know what to tell you.
And you don't know where I'm from, clearly.
I know what to know.
No, okay.
What
You don't know want to know where I'm
listen
from.
to me again.
but
Everybody
you're saying
listening.
what you did to
Hello,
me.
everybody listening.
We're all listening.
What the you people done to us, one day you have to pay.
Go on.
Today or tomorrow, from God, you have to pay.
Right. And when
You
you say
rule
you,
us, you
keep
kill
saying
my
you.
people, you hang my people, you stole everything fucking, and we are still terrorists. What was going on in Syria? There was who support this all party, America. They give a different name. And you call, oh, he's a
mentioned a lot of the
terrorist.
names.
Oh,
We
he's a
mentioned them.
terrorist.
We reeled them off.
It was
He knew more
America.
than me.
It was NATO who was supplying gun
I
in
agree
Syria.
with you.
Everything, all party was mostly was against the Syrian government, plus the Jews.
Okay. Just throw that one in there. Do you mean the Israeli government?
I'm not talking about it. You know.
Because I don't like to say the Jews
No.
if I'm talking about
No,
Zionists.
it doesn't matter.
Uh,
You all same. You
Mo-
all same.
No, they're not all
You
the
all
same.
same.
Most Jews are not
Inside-
Zionists. Most
inside-
Zionists are not Jews,
It's
and not all
okay,
Jews are
listen to me,
Zionists.
brother, listen to me, listen to me. Inside, you are all same.
Inside, you're all the same.
We give you country. You rule us. The queen have a diamond. She knows the stolen diamond.
Okay, because
And
I'm
you-
white,
No,
you
no, I
think I'm
don't
of an
care you
English
white or
background.
white. In my country, more white than you.
Okay.
In Pakistan, inside the mountain.
Yep, I've been there.
But what you've done to us, very bad.
Me?
And you still calling us terrorists.
No, but I'm trying to tell him, my family are from Ireland. I am not
no.
English by blood.
But your
okay?
army been in my country.
I am from Ireland.
But your army
my
been in my
passport
country.
says I'm
But
Irish,
your-
and I object to the
but
British
your-
occupation of
hey,
Ireland,
hey, hey.
similar to your history.
1 minute.
And when our people were fighting for
But
freedom,
your
so
army-
were yours also.
Listen.
And I'm with you in
Listen
that
to
struggle.
me. But your army been in my
I am
country.
me. I know, and you can't go.
Amen. Your country,
You
your
mean people that look like me?
your people,
So
your
what you done
culture.
to us?
But you keep using them and
what
us.
you done
We've
to
just
us?
got over the idea that
Hey.
not all Muslims are terrorists and that we
No,
shouldn't
no,
label
no.
people
But you
because
got-
of their background.
No.
And you're insisting on you,
no,
and
no,
us,
no.
us. You wouldn't even tell me
Even-
where you're from.
No, I won't
And
tell
you're
you.
insisting that I am English, even though I tell you my blood
So
is
what-
Irish and I
I know you told me.
identify with
You
that.
told me.
Yeah.
What you done to Syria?
What I did to Syria.
Just listen to
You personally. He meant by
You supply gun.
as a Europe,
You-
as a American.
You
Yeah.
supply gun.
This is the problem, though, isn't it? We
I
start
know,
talking
I know,
about
I
because
know.
if you say you
The big
did something in Syria,
how-
then I can say Muslims are ISIS.
It's a
What the
No, no,
British
no.
what the British government do?
Okay, what the
But
one
who
instead
supply
of
gun?
you? What do you choose?
Western imperialism.
So you are one of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. And if I say Islamic terrorism,
No, we
you
are
can say
not.
you're one of them. No, you're not. So
No,
you're
we
saying
are
no, you're
not.
not,
We are
and I'm
not.
saying no, I'm not.
I'm a
so
Muslim.
we're all yes.
I'm a Muslim. I'm
Okay.
an Islamic.
But you can't prove.
But when I say the group of terrorists came from Muslim people,
Yeah.
I'm not saying all the Muslim. I will say the government's Muslim.
Okay, so if the
The
Western
politics they made the politics made the Islam rule by them, and the leader of the government is not those stuff only. They working for America. You understand?
Sir, you're making great points. You're just not making it very well. I'm sorry if I interrupted you or didn't listen.
You give them there are so many parties in Syria,
Yeah.
okay, made by the America.
Okay.
You supply gun, you give them money,
Yeah.
okay.
So say that again?
Same time you supply money,
Yeah.
same time you tell them terrorists. But you never killed those people, the terrorists. You was against the Syrian government.
Personally, I think the Syrian government are the lesser of two options in Syria. I think most ethnic religious minorities in Syria fear a takeover of a hardcore extremist so-called Muslim government because it's a vastly diverse country with many different sections and languages.
We are not terrorists. We consider you
I
people
know.
are terrorists.
I know.
Because you came in my country.
Who made the
You rule my country. You rule my country.
Yeah, this guy. Would you mind being on camera? Step in a little bit.
Who made the ISIS?
Who made the ISIS?
Yes.
America.
ISIS, as I understand it, was originally Al Qaeda in
no,
Iraq.
no,
and
no,
then they
no,
changed their
America.
name.
America they made it. Abu Bakr Baghdadi.
Yeah.
Abu Bakr Baghdadi. Whose man is American man is? Okay, I'm going to ask you one question. Back into 2003, yeah? I was in Iraq. When America come to Iraq, they cleared it by 2 weeks. 2 weeks. They control all the Iraq. Now, what's going on in Syria? Why they don't want to go to clear that Syria as well? Why?
Why don't they want to invade?
They
Syria?
clear
'Cause
it,
their
why? Because
proxies are doing it for them.
No, because
America
it's not
can
benefit
either-
for the America in there, because there's no oil in there. In Iraq, it's got lots of oil. That's why they clear up everywhere in Iraq. In Syria, everywhere the bombs is going on in there. Every day the people's dying in there, which is not benefit for the American president or American
Look,
forces.
Colonel Wesley
Any
Clark.
country, what country they want to get involved with the Syrian regime?
Colonel
Bashar
Wesley Clark
Assad is
released it
only
years
one.
ago.
Is only
Watch the
one,
video.
which is the America. They don't want to get rid of it. Because
They don't want
there's
to get
nothing
rid
for
of
them.
Well,
There is nothing
Hillary
for them.
Clinton
This
wanted
is
to
why.
get rid of him, but Donald Trump somehow won the
Why
election
you everywhere?
and is now being
Everywhere.
persuaded to back the ousting of Bashar al-Assad. Syria, Libya, Somalia, Yemen, Lebanon,
20 years, no government.
all these countries have been on the list for invasion. They've been checking them off for years. Iran is the final target. Syria is an ally of Iran. That's why Syria is in the crosshairs. They want to take out Iran. They would if they
No, you
could,
can't
but
take
Iran
Iran.
is too strong.
You can't take
Iran
Iran.
is too strong.
Yeah.
Me personally. I'm going to take over the world. Look at me.
Iran is a mountainous area.
Yes.
They are going to
Mind
do
the
just
mic.
like they are going to do just like Afghanistan to you.
To me.
You can't fight with Iran.
Okay, I'm glad you're saying they and not you.
I think you said you are from Ireland.
Yeah, my family from Ireland.
Are you Irish?
I have an Irish passport.
Are you Catholic?
I'm not religious.
It doesn't matter. Are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, there is a Catholic and a Protestant,
Yeah.
and you've been war and you're fighting
Yeah,
together.
and that is imperialism turning people against. I'm against that.
How many years you've been fighting together?
There's been conflict in Ireland for 800 years.
800 years.
Yeah.
And the last 20 years before they solve it out, you've been fighting very hardly. And the worst of your fighting was include London.
Yeah, there were terrorist attacks.
What the America and Europe did, and what the Britain did, they ran away to solve the Euro problem because you are one of the United of Europe. You have a problem. You have a white skin. You have a Christian religion. You have a Europe land. So they don't want. Listen to me. They don't want you to fight each other in the middle of Europe. They solve it out and they accept it. Okay. Compare that to my country. When we have a war, why they don't?
Which country you're from?
I'm from Iraq,
Okay.
which is it doesn't matter if I tell you or I know.
But you said
no.
compared to my country.
Comparing to
So
my
I need to
country,
know which one.
my country is all the Arab countries. My country is the Muslim countries. My country is a good human being.
Okay.
My country is where is you think to solve the problems, not to make it worse.
Yeah.
American and the Europe, they fighting each other, and the Chinese, they fighting each other about economy. And when they come towards the Arabs, they fighting how they make fight in that area. So there is how many fight in the Arab, which is not being solved. Libya, Syria, Iraq, and then Yemen, and Lebanon, and everywhere, which is that being related to who? To Palestine, which is it all the Muslim people, they want to Palestine to be free. And who is being held by? Held by the Jewish, not the Jewish, the
Zionists.
yeah, call them again?
The Zionists.
The Zionists, okay? Okay, who's the Zionists? The Zionists is related to America. And each president comes to America, kiss the hand of the women and men of the Zionists before he comes and elected as American president. And we know that.
This is why I said.
Okay, who's the neighbor of Palestine? It's Syria. Why there is a fight in Syria? To make it weak. Why? Because there is Iran, and that far away is going to become a stronger. You fighted her for 30 years, and you don't want her to be strong because it's a Muslim. And you want to from Turkey to fight Iran, but they are smart. But as I am Arabic, and I know how we are stupid, we have a government is the stuff of America. They don't work for our people. They work for America. They are frightened of America. Who's there? Where from they getting weapon? They get it from America. To kill who? Iran or Turkey or Israel? No, they killing each other. You understand?
When the Iran war happened.
So where is that benefit goes to? Go to Israel and America, because those selling weapon and they getting money from Saudi Arabia and Israel, Palestine become Israel.
Western colonialism.
Yeah. And in the end, I want to say to you, you solved your problem in Ireland, and you didn't solve our problem in a small area, which is in Palestine.
Well, as I mentioned, it took 800 years to solve the problem in Ireland. I hope freedom for Palestine happens a lot sooner than that. And if you go to Ireland, they say Ireland, Palestine, one struggle. You see the flag flown together. The Irish people, because of their memory of what happened to them, will always stand with the Palestinian people. The government might not, but the people who believe in the Irish revolution and in Irish patriotism will stand with the Palestinian people, and I do and have and always will.
May I just interrupt? All these Palestinians, we know that since I was born, I remember first Prince, I know Yasser Arafat, right? Whatever, and I'm from a different continent. Who gave them the land? The Zionists or whatever the Jews are saying, is the Arabs. Who stops the water for the Palestine is the Egypt. So as Gaddafi said, is it our
brother?
No,
brother.
That's not what you want to hear.
No.
Not what
How
you want to hear.
did the Arab give the Palestine? How? Because the British came.
British is this much. Arab nation is this much.
Yeah,
who's scared of who is the business,
brother? Who elected Saudi Arabia? And
the Balfour Declaration in 1917 promised.
Just wanted to correct.
The Balfour Declaration
who stopped
promised
the water supply to Palestine? Is the Egypt?
No.
Arab, as Gaddafi said, is a tradition in Arab culture. Arab befriends an enemy of another Arab. That's what it is, my friend. It's all business. I'm sorry to say that, but it is.
Should we take it? What's your name, Uncle?
Abu Abdullah.
Love it to me. Shukran.
There's a problem inside you. You can't just say white people. It's not nice.
No, we are all human.
No, because I'm Muslim too, but it's not nice.
But the government is not nice. The government, they make it religion is politics. They make it people, like this. They make it the money is a religion, is the politics.
Thank you. What does Quran say? They make a problem, yeah, and they say, "Oh, we came as a peacemakers." I cannot attack you. I will take him because he doesn't like you. I'll give him the weapons. You attack. You kill like a boss. I'm not.
A bit to your right.
That's what's under there.
Content over everything from your melody.
Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen.
Assalamu alaikum. Good Muslim boy here.
Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky. Man, listen to COE. Man, just listen to TV.